Before I get into the main subject, allow me to make a short comment about this device, the R50S, which I came across by chance on Reddit a few days ago. Although it looks like the Pocket X55, it's far from it. It will be released for sale on March 25th, as we can see here, and has a Rockchip RK3326 SoC, an old acquaintance from cheap devices, which provides these modest benchmark scores. As a result, it has the following emulation power that allows it to run less demanding titles and 2D games. For more complex 3D games from systems such as the PSP, N64 and Dreamcast, some concessions in terms of performance may be necessary, such as the use of frameskip, to guarantee an acceptable gaming experience. Are you excited? Well, let's get on to the main topic then. Well, we can't deny that the OLED Steam Deck is an excellent device, that it performs well and is very popular in the world, and with that comes many comparisons of it with other devices, not least to help the potential buyer. And here I am to see how it fares against the Retroid Pocket 4 and 4 Pro, so let's get to it. The OLED version has had its SoC boosted with AMD Sephiroth, which has allowed it to improve its performance slightly compared to its predecessor. As such, it has these benchmark results that allow it to run the vast majority of Nintendo Switch games and some PS3 games well. On the other hand, its competitor, the regular Retroid Pocket 4, which I'll just call RP4, has a MediaTek Dimensity 900 SoC that gives these benchmark results, which translate into both CPU and GPU emulation power capable of emulating even Nintendo GameCube and many PS2 games very well. And if you're wondering why it's hard to find benchmarks for this model, it's because they launched the RP4 Pro in the same month and for a difference of $50, with performance 2x that of the Pro. This has had an impact on its popularity and usefulness. So let's move on to the Pro. In fact, gaming fans have realized that it would be better to go for the RP4 Pro as it has improved greatly on its predecessor and may be able to compete with the Steam Deck, but can it really? As the previous one couldn't. Equipped with a Dimensity 1100 SoC and with these beautiful benchmark results, but numerically insufficient to compete with Steam, this device manages to run PS2 games and some Nintendo Switch games very well, and that's it. A side-by-side comparison of PS2 games makes them look the same as both can run this platform well, but the Steam Deck goes further, focusing on big AAA games, which is above the capabilities of the RP4 Pro, as we can see in the following tests on heavy games, as we are talking about devices that are at different levels. In fact, the RP4 Pro does a good job here and on other platforms, such as the GameCube and Wii, meaning that the RP4 Pro focuses a lot on more modest platforms and games, such as the GameCube, Wii and PS2 as shown above. So this time it was easy for the Steam Deck, unlike the comparison with the MSI Claw and ROG Ally Extreme, because although some YouTubers still want to compare the Steam with the MSI Claw, the numbers say it's not possible, and in practice too. Besides, it seems a bit crazy to compare a device with a maximum TDP that is the minimum of the other, don't you think? Right. I made this video because I've seen such comparisons on other platforms and thought they were a bit absurd, and indeed they were. But the RP4 Pro does have its value, but such a comparison exceeds its capabilities, doesn't it? I'm sure it would do better if compared to the Enigmatic RG556, and we'll see soon enough, although technically it seems superior, maybe. What do you think? So that's it, I'll end here. Consider subscribing, comment something, and see you later.